and I had, and now. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa for those who are new here, and thank you so much for watching. In today's video, as you can see by the title, it is a Project Pan update. I know I'm a little late, but it's better late than never. But on top of it, we are now in the new studio. Things have been set up. If you have no idea what's happening, my husband and I have just moved into our first home, and I've been setting up this office slash studio. And so if you haven't been following along, I would love you to subscribe and check out those vlogs. I can link those down below, as well as our home search gauntlet to getting this house. Yeah, so we are finally in. Things are set up. I got the Halloween decorations going. We got the fall candle going. That candle is actually from Target. Of course, link that down below, as well as all the products that I mentioned today. Also, if you really like my makeup look and want to know how I got it, stay tuned and subscribe, for that video is coming. It is a full face of one brand. Let me know down in the comments if you can guess which brand it is. Yeah, so I am rambling. Yeah, let's go get into the Project Pan update. Now, it's really exciting because I have actually hit pan on 2 products, which I was really happy with. I was getting a little discouraged because it just seems like some products, like I can't find the pan no matter how much I use it, and they just seem to just keep growing, it seems. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and there's some other products that I'm actually really close to actually finishing up. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna go in order of how I do my makeup. So we are going to start with concealer. Now I have 2 concealers in the project. Of course, I will include close-ups. We'll go with the first one, which is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the matte finish. I have, as you can see, this is, and if you've been following along, you know this is not my shade match. And so I've been kind of using it as like an eye primer just to use it up, or if I need extra brightening, I'll put it in the very inner corner to brighten up my eyes. Yeah, this seems to be the one that just will not finish, but I am predicting by the end of this year, this will be emptied. So really excited about that I can finally finish it up. It is a slow but steady kind of a case. I do like the formula, but I am finding that it is getting very dry. We're moving into the fall winter months, and my skin type is definitely normal to dry, and it tends to get drier in the cooler weather. So I don't particularly like this. I don't see myself repurchasing just because I have found other concealers that I like better. Yeah, so I'm hoping by the end of this year and the final Project Pan update, I will have this used up. The next one is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Oh, actually I should go back. The shade is Light Sand. I don't know. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. If I did, oh well. The next one is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light 15. This is another one that I am slowly but surely getting it used up, and this is another one I predict that it will be done by the end of the year. And I am finding that this is just not the concealer for me. I think I'm finally confirming that this is just, it's not it, and I'm just liking other formulas better. Not that I think it's a horrible concealer. It definitely works and I can use it. It's just, I'm just liking other things more. And as you can see, I have this cabinetry behind me, and this is actually housing my makeup collection. And I definitely want to keep it to where I can keep it in this cabinetry. I'm trying to be more particular about the products I'm using, and I'm just finding that I don't think this is making the cut. But we'll see. Again, another one I'm predicting I will use up by the end of the year. That's it with concealers. Let's move on to the face products. And I have the Bare Minerals Original Foundation in the Neutral Ivory. This is the powder foundation. This is definitely a darker shade, and this is actually starting to get too dark for me. So I am actually going to be taking it out of the pan. I definitely didn't use a whole lot of it, as you can see with the close-ups, but I'm definitely going to be taking it out because it's just too dark for me. I may find that I may try to use it more like a bronzer, because here I can kind of show you that it is pretty dark and I'm starting to lose my tan. In the summer, this is a great shade for me, but it is, I'm not sure if this is going to start, this is going bad, or if, you know, if I can even use this up before it has gone bad. I know I've had this for a long time, but we'll see. I'll kind of contemplate it, but I will use it. It's just, it's not going to be something I'm focusing like in the project pan. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out just more for the shade purposes. Wow, I cannot talk. More for the shade reasons other than like anything else. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that out. All right, moving on to cheek products. And this is where I actually have a lot of products that I am trying to pan. So the first one is the Undone Beauty Water Bronzer in the shade Baked. This one, as you can see in the close-up, I am very, very, very close to finishing it up. This is one where I like the formula. I like the gel cooling texture formula. I don't like the tone. I think it's a little yellow for my skin tone and just kind of my makeup preferences. So I'm just using this up to just use it up. I need to double check the shade ranges. I think there's only 2 actually, and I'll need to take a look at in person the other shade to see if I would repurchase it, because I do like the stick packaging as well as the gel formula. It is very smooth and it's very easy to apply and blend out. I am a little concerned though that I've had this less than a year and I've almost used it up, and so it could go quickly. It's mixed feelings. So if I can find the right shade, I think I would repurchase it. However, there are other bronzers that are starting to take my attention. So I don't know. I'm going to use this up and see where I'm at with like all my cream bronzers, and then maybe decide to repurchase it. But I'm really close to using it up, which is very, very, very exciting. Okay, the other cream bronzer I have in here, which is the Tarte one with this poor packaging just kind of coming apart. This is the Tarte, I always mess up this name every time. Every single update I've messed up this name. It is the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in the shade Seychelles. I really like the tone of this bronzer. I think the formula is really nice. I have used it a decent amount. The pan is still kind of the same, but I have been using it and I think I can use a decent amount of it. I don't think I can use this up by the end of the year, but I think I can get a really good pan on it. It's the packaging is just like falling apart, like the lid won't stay on. The actual pan in it is completely loose. So I have to be a little careful with it. It's just, yeah, I'm finding myself liking stick bronzers. Now I just purchased the e.l.f. cream bronzer, and so I'm testing that out, and I'm wondering if it's just this particular packaging that's just caught steering me away from pot cream bronzers, or if it's like, if it's just, I just don't like pot cream bronzers. So we'll see. I'm keeping it in the project just to keep using it up and to try to use it as much as I can before it actually expires. I have had this a very long time. So yeah, so I'm going to keep it in. Moving on. Oh, one more bronzer, and this is the Never Ending bronzer. Oh my gosh, this is the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in the shade One Cool. As you can see by the close-ups, it looks like there's been absolutely no change, but I promise you I've been using it, and I like with bronzer, I go ham. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I go ham. And the fact that I can see the grid of the pan, but I have not hit it. It's very frustrating. But I'm going to keep it in, and I'm just going to keep at it, and I'm going to be determined. I'm hoping to hit at least a little pan by the end of the year, but this is where I'm at right now, and it's very frustrating, but I'm determined. I am going to hit pan by the end of the year. I'm just going to keep at it and keep at it. All right, moving on to blush. Now I have, let's see, let's start with creams. So I have the ColourPop Cheek Dew Serum Blush in the shade Hotline. Now I've used this a couple of times. I was kind of playing with other blushes. I almost said bronzers. Playing with other blushes, and I wasn't reaching for it. Granted, it was one of those things where I was at my in-laws we were staying at my in-laws for about a month, and so all my makeup was just in bags, so I feel like it kind of got lost in the shuffle in that aspect. However, I did use it a couple times, but no major change. I'm going to keep it in because I just really like this formula and I really like the shade on me. And so I think I can make a decent dent, but we'll see. We'll see by the end of the year. It may be one of the things, like if I do Project Pan next year, that I would take this out and put something else in, but we'll see. And then we have the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade, what is it, Turks and Caicos. This I used fair few times, and I really like the formula. I like the color on me. I think it's a great color for summer, and now we're moving into fall. I think I'm not really reaching for it, and I think this is one I need to take out and save for maybe spring and summer next year. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I've only had it in a couple of months, and I just like it's not being used, and I definitely want to focus on some other products and get them used up. Okay, and the last cream blush is this Kosas one. This is the Color and Light Cream Blush Duo in Velvet Melon. I can never open this. I have been using the highlighter and a little bit more than the blush, and so I believe I took the blush out, but I was using the highlighter in the last check-in, and I have been using it. Definitely can see some indentation. I feel like I'm close definitely on the highlighter, definitely not the blush. It's kind of the same with the Turks and Caicos. This one, the Turks and Caicos, is a little pinky, but this is definitely more of a summer blush. So I think I'm gonna just continue with the highlighter because I do like the highlighter, and I'm just gonna, I think I can hit pan on the highlighter by the end of the year, and that is my goal, and that's where my focus is. Okay, so next thing, I have hit pan on the e.l.f. I almost said Spice Duo. e.l.f. Bite Size Duo in the shade Spice Apple. Yeah, so I have just hit pan on this. I'm wearing it today, and it's a tiny little pan that you can see in the close-up, but I have hit pan, and I'm so excited. I really like this blush duo. I think this blush, it's actually what I'm wearing today, and I don't know if I just said that. I'm so tired. This is a really good neutral everyday blush in my opinion, especially for my skin tone, and I think it's great for fall, especially if you're doing more heavier looks like I am today on the eyes or in the lips. I think it's just a great neutral peachy blush, and I really like it, and I can't believe I hit pan on it. When I was like shocked because I've been seeing the dip, but I didn't think I was close. But yeah, I'm really excited that I've hit pan on this. This is one I've definitely reached for a lot. It's just so convenient. The packaging is small, but the products inside are really, really good. So I really like it. So I'm gonna keep it in, and I think I can make that pan bigger by the end of the year. Okay, so I'm actually gonna be, since I've taken a blush out, I'm actually gonna bring in two blushes, which I know it could be overboard, and I know I had that issue like the last time. I know I had that issue in the beginning of the year, but these blushes I took out just because they weren't really what I was looking for during the season. But now I'm going to bring them back in because I think they're going to be really good. So this is the ColourPop Between the Sheets blush. I had made a decent dent in this blush, and I think by the end of the year I can definitely get pan on this. This is a very, very creamy formula. I thought I had pan on it, but it's like the formula is so creamy it just ends up going back in the middle. But it's a really, really pretty mauve-y blush, which I think is great for, every day, and I really like the Super Shock formula. I definitely need to try out other tones in the Super Shock formula, because this is the first one I tried, and actually my mom loves this. Like, she hit pan on it, I want to say like a month and a half after I gave that to her, and I was shocked. She really, really likes it, and she wears it every day, and yeah. I want to try different tones in this, but I really like this blush, and it's definitely one that's a staple in my collection. So this is going back in to the pan because I really want to hit pan on it, and I think this will go really well in fall and holiday looks. So yeah, that's going back in. I'm really excited about that. The other one going back in is another ColourPop blush. This is the pressed powder blush in Jet Set, and this is this bronzy brown, which I know some people have used this as like a bronzer. I tried it as a bronzer and I didn't like it. I think I said that in a previous check-in, but I think this goes along the lines of like the e.l.f. one, where it's just a really good neutral grounded blush where it's not going to be overpowering for like a really heavy eye makeup look or bold lip. And this one is a little more shimmery than the e.l.f. one. So like e.l.f. is like the matte version and this is like the glowy version. So I'm going to add that in and see where it goes and see if I can make a decent dent on it. I don't think I'll hit pan, but you never know. We'll see. Okay, and on to the other item I hit pan on, which I was very shocked with, which is the Tarte Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette. And I hit pan on the highlighter and I hit a decent pan. And I have been using this a lot and I was so happy with this because this was a highlighter I've been trying to use up, as well as this middle shade. This middle shade has gotten a lot bigger. The pan has gotten a lot bigger. I'm going to keep this in. I'm going to see how far I go. I have been reaching for it and I have really been enjoying the formulas. So yeah, this is definitely staying in. I'm so excited because it is the second pan. Whew, yeah, I was a little discouraged, but the fact that I hit those two in the past like 3 weeks is really exciting. Well, the e.l.f. one I hit today, so there's that. Okay, on to some eyeliner. Now, this Physicians Formula liquid liner, like eye booster in Ultra Black. I have been trying out eyeliners. As you can see, this is still fully going. I'm trying to get better at wings, and this is a really good formula as well as really good brush applicator. And it's starting, you can see it's starting to fade. It's not as black as when you first open it. So I'm going to keep it in. I think I'll be able to get this all used up pretty quickly, especially with holiday looks. And I'm really liking the eyeliner look on me. And I know it's becoming, it's going back into style with like the cat eye or siren eye as they are calling it. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it in and hopefully by the end of the year, it'll be all used up. All right, on to eyeshadows. So first we have the ColourPop Sandstone palette, which is my warm palette. And as you can see, there is some decent dip in the shade Vortex. I have been kind of playing with different shades in here. I think there's a couple of them that I'm going to be using here in the next couple of days for a Halloween look. We have a Halloween party that we're going to go to in the next couple of days on the day of recording. And I really like this palette. I think it's a I think it's a great warm toned palette. And it's definitely a staple of mine, especially this shade Vortex. It's a perfect crease color for me. So yeah, I'm going to keep it in and see if I can get further progress on some of the other shades. And also I am thinking like this is a good one to help me push like my warm tone boundaries a little bit, because I can do an orange eye no problem, but I think I want to get into the berries, also use some of these greens. So I'm going to keep this in. The other one is the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette. This one, it's hard to see, there wasn't really a whole lot of progress, but I have been using it. Actually, I am wearing this one today. I've used some of these greens as well as the yellows in my eye look, and I guess I kind of gave a hint of the full face one brand video. But I really like this palette. I think it's a great greens and blues palette, and like I will keep it in because I think I can really create some really cool fall looks as well as some holiday, like these wintry kind of looks. So I'm going to keep it in until the end of the year and see how far I get, because I really do like this formula, and as well as the whole color story. It just, I have my creative juices going when I look at it. I'm like, I can think of different interesting eye looks that I can create. Okay, on to the last category, which is lips. Now, let's start with lip liner. Now, this is the ColourPop lip pencil in the shade Another Round. As you can see, I've made a little bit of progress, nothing dramatic though, but I think I'm wearing this lip liner today, and I think I can get a little bit closer. I don't think I'll be able to use it up by the end of the year just because I have other lip liners that I'm actually been gravitating towards, but this is a great everyday lip liner, and yeah, I think I can make a decent dent in this, so I will keep it in the pan, as well as I think this was one that got lost in like the makeup bag scenario that I was dealing with, which, you know, again, was temporary. So I think that one got a little lost, which is why the progress wasn't as good. So there's that. Then we have, let's see, go on to lipsticks. So this is the ColourPop Disney Collection Ariel. This is like a very peachy nude. I'm wearing it right now. This I have made a decent amount of progress on. This has been a great go-to peachy nude color. Now this particular packaging is not sold at ColourPop anymore, but they did like revamp the Disney Princess Collection, and it is on sale there. So keep that in mind. Just search for the Ariel lipstick. I will also have it linked down below, but I think it's a really pretty peachy nude color that can go well with a lot of looks. And this has definitely become one of like a purse lipstick for me, just because I am gravitating towards like warmer looks as well as some bolder looks, and this is just a great nude that can kind of go with whatever, you know what I mean? All right, so on to glosses slash like oils, I guess. This is the ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil in the shade Gen Zen. I was using this a ton, so I was really frustrated that the progress I got or that I saw, was not that dramatic. Like that was really frustrating because I was using this a lot. Now I'm probably about halfway, as you can see by the close-up. It's just I honestly, I thought I got further on this. I think this is a great formula. I just I want to use this up, and then I want to get like the more creamy, solid shades in this lip oil. It's not that I hate the glitter or anything like that. That's not what I'm gravitating towards right now. And I think I will reach it for even more if it was just a solid gloss or solid lip oil, and I think it just will go with more of my makeup preferences right now. However, I do think the formula is really nice. I think it's very hydrating, and this has been in my purse, and so I had to pull it out, and I was just shocked that I didn't make more progress than it's showing. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep it in. I think I can make more progress on it, and I think I'll be almost used up. It'll be almost used up by the end of the year. The last gloss is the e.l.f. Lip Pumping Gloss in Peach Bellini. This one didn't have a whole lot of progress. I used it a couple of times, but again, I think it got kind of lost in the shuffle. So this is like a weird project ban update where there's like not good progress and really good progress. And so this was one that was just a not so good. But I do plan on keeping it in. I think it's a great, I think it's a great gloss for if you have a very, very bold lip and you just want to tone it down. And then also it's really good for plumping the lips. It does sting a little bit, like, oh, don't get me wrong, like it does sting, but it's not that bad. And I have a very high tolerance for pain, so take with that what you will. But I really like these glosses. I think it makes like your lips really juicy. It definitely plumps it up. Does it last a long time? No, but it definitely plumps it up. Yeah, I really like this gloss, and I do have it in another shade. I think it's like a mauve-y kind of tone, which I do plan on bringing out as well. But I'm going to keep this in and try to use it a lot more and hopefully make a better progress than what I did for the other ones. So that is all of my Project Pan updates. Let me know down below if you think I will be able to finish up the items that I'm really, really close on, or Comment down below an item you think I will hit pan on. And also, how is your project pan going? Are you a lover of project pan? Are you kind of doing it in the same format that I am? Are you excited for the finale that's going to be coming? I would love to know. Like, this is, you know, was a little disappointing, this update, but I know getting back to normal and, you know, finally being in the studio and finally being in the house, I feel like I'm just going to be able to use more because I love putting makeup on. I love getting dressed up, you know, putting on a great outfit. It definitely lifts my mood, and getting back to all the things I'm very passionate about, like makeup is definitely up there. Sewing, DIYs, home decor, organization. You know, we just moved into the house, and so we have been, you know, cracking away at a bunch of different projects. And if you have not subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and check out the vlogs of all the moving that has been happening and organizing. It's coming together and I'm super excited about it. And stay tuned for more of it. Like I'm so happy to finally be in, and I feel like the creative juices are flowing. So that's why I feel like I'm like the final check-in for this year. I think we'll have a ton of really, really good progress. So I'm really excited about that. And also, you know, subscribe for new videos coming, including the one on this look. Let me know if you caught which brand. I accidentally kind of gave it away, but that's okay. Yeah, so let me know down below your thoughts on today's video, and hit the like button if you enjoyed it, as well if you are a lover of project pans. I know I am, and I love seeing like what people actually use up. So yeah, I am rambling like usual, but I appreciate if you've watched all the way to the end, and if you've liked, comment, and subscribed. It's really helping me out, and it's you know, I'm really excited about future videos. I'm really passionate about putting content up. So yeah, I really appreciate when you do that. But yeah, stay tuned for the finale of Project Pan, as well as some other videos. We have vlogs, DIYs, fashion, home decor, organization, of course, makeup videos. So I would love to join if you haven't already. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.